Richie, thanks for joining us and congratulations. That was a very important win.
Well, a game or two halves. I thought first half we were trying to be aggressive but kidded ourselves a little bit. And they're a really, really good football team. They'll cause you more problems, probably up there with Birmingham in terms of the patterns and the way that they play. And if you're not aggressive against it and you get it wrong, they can cause you problems. I thought they'd done that first half. Second half I got into them because it was nowhere near acceptable. Be aggressive. If you're aggressive and we get done, I'll take the blame. But we've got to be aggressive. Second half it was one-way traffic. Didn't need to complicate it in the game today. Put it forward in clearances, be big, get in races, because for all their positives, the rotations, the way that they play, they are wide open on transition, and I thought we could score from transition today.
And Charlie Kelman, currently the League One leading goal scorer.
Not bothered, Dave. All I'm bothered about is his intensity, his pressing, his basics that he can do every single week. On top of that, it's a brilliant bonus for him. He's up there with some big players in this league who are going to go on and further their career. So he's right up there with them. So I'm absolutely buzzing for him in that. But I'm a manager of this football team, not an individual who wants to be top scorer.
Is he okay because he came off early?
Yeah, he's just feeling fatigued. So I thought our subs were good today. Brandon Cooper had come on a really good positive influence on the game. Same with Don Ball, same with Dan Aggie. Dan Aggie could have had 2 or 3. And that's what we want from our subs. So, he's getting to the stage of the season where Kelman scored 51 and he's complaining that he's a little bit tired. But I did promise him at the start of the season that if he signs for us, we'll start him every week and give him load of minutes. So we can't complain that I'm starting him every week and giving him loads and loads of minutes. So it's a squad game. We need to rotate more at the top end of the pitch, but people need to be switched on, especially where we play. If we get our press wrong, we can be open at times. So whoever plays in the front 3 and the 10 have to be on it. I thought we were good in possession. We were a little bit slanted in terms of our press today, and in and out of possession was 2 different systems. But again, when we got ultra aggressive in the second half, we was the dominant team.
You showed resilience after going behind early into that second half. Any complaints about the penalty?
No, he's some ball.
And what about the penalty? Because you hadn't had one in the league before.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing that you don't have a penalty all season, and then after conceding one, you get one so quickly. But I think we can do more stuff to get more penalties. Like, we get it on the edge of the box a lot and come out and switch the play when it's on to play little passes and get contact and suck people into contact. But it was an important penalty, so I'm pleased with that. We had a session with our psychologist on Wednesday about how you perform and your behaviours under pressure. So we're learning more and more about this group all the time, and sometimes when you perform under pressure, I don't think Sean Clare puts his hand up if he's not under pressure. Or we win the game 3-0, it doesn't happen. But sometimes people do things that might not be the right thing at the time. But I thought after that, Sean recovered well and stayed focused.
You've moved up to 7th. You've got a much better goal difference than Reading. They've got 3 more points.
Just concentrate on the next game. Difficult game. Barnsley, Easter weekend is always a big shift of momentum for teams. So let's try and have a really good Easter weekend.
And will Ethan Galbraith be back for that?
Don't know, Dave. Don't know. Again, we're short on bodies today. My options in terms of midfield, Brownie's been injured, but then he got a booking after so quick. And when you're playing against these, they drag you into spaces where you have to defend 1v1. And all it was a little touch, a little bad tackle, or a little bit of sloppiness from Brownie, and he can get sent off. So hence we have had to change it. But we are short on bodies, with Pratt's being injured, with Galbraith being injured. We're short on bodies in that middle of the pitch.
How significant is Darren Pratley's injury?
It's just a knock. Hopefully he'll be fit to train Monday, Tuesday.
And Ollie O'Neill?
He might be back for Friday. I would imagine that Galbraith would be back for Friday. So again, I'm not concentrating on the players that can't help us today. I'm giving every credit to Beckles again, man mountain. Tough for me to take Brandon Cooper out, but I thought he come on and really shored us up and was excellent as well. So let's concentrate on the lads that travelled today.
And the supporters played their part?
Class. That's what we want. Full away end, singing all the time, gives us credit. We was not under pressure, because I thought all of the play was at that end for the majority of the second half. But in this league, at one moment can just change at any time. So sometimes when you're suffering or you want to win the game, you need that extra support. For the supporters were outstanding all day, but we didn't give them much to shout about in the first half. It was so slow, standing up against people. But in the second half, we give them something to shout about, and I think they spurred us on, got the 3rd goal and made it more comfortable for us.
Just how excited is the dressing room now ahead of what is a very important Easter period?
It should be. I don't get too excited. I mean, again, they're asking me to fist pump at the end. No, we haven't achieved anything. So I've told you many times, I'm experiencing in this job as a football player and as a manager. And as soon as you start getting too excited, as soon as you start seeing the end goal rather than the next goal, things can come back to haunt you. So let's just concentrate on the next training session Monday, leading up to against a good team in Barnes, who I believe have won today. So again, it's a tough game. There's no easy games.